Before we get into today's episode, we just wanted to invite you all to visit Storemaster at Stand H10 at the 2025 WHS show in Melbourne on May 21 and 22. We're looking forward to meeting lots of people in industry and chatting about dangerous goods safety, compliance and control measures. As always, we'll have products on display, lots of merch to give away, competitions and games. We'll even be recording a podcast on site and offering free in-person consultations. So come see us at H10 and say g'day. We're also running a competition to win a $400 Airbnb voucher right now for anyone who subscribes, follows, rates or reviews the podcast. Just submit a screenshot of your action to hello@storemaster.com.au to enter the running. The winner will be announced on Thursday, June 5. Find the competition post on any of our social pages for all the details and T's and C's. Okay, back to the episode.
You're listening to Chemical Safety at Work. I'm Mel.
And I'm Pat. In today's episode, we're revisiting a devastating incident that occurred in Bayswater, Victoria, involving gas cylinders, unsafe transport and serious injuries. It led to a significant WorkSafe prosecution and a powerful reminder about the risks of flammable gases when transported incorrectly.
This case centres on a gas cylinder supplier which was sentenced in the Melbourne County Court in 2023 after being found guilty of 2 charges under the Occupational Health and Safety Act 2004 VIC.
The incident dates back to 2017 when a worker was transporting 2 gas cylinders, one containing acetylene and the other oxygen, that he had just picked up from a supplier's nearby store.
The explosion happened as he was driving along Mountain Highway in Bayswater. The cylinders were stored lying down in the fully enclosed rear compartment of a ute. Tragically, the combination of poor cylinder orientation and lack of ventilation led to an ignition of acetylene vapour.
The resulting explosion was huge. Debris was thrown up to 200 metres, damaging nearby cars, homes, and even overhead power lines. The worker now requires a wheelchair and suffers from memory loss due to extensive physical and psychological injuries.
Following a 3-week jury trial, the company was fined a total of $550,000. $275,000 was for failing to provide a safe system of work, and $275,000 was for failing to ensure that persons other than employees were not exposed to health and safety risks.
They were also found not guilty on a third charge of failing to provide adequate training or instruction to workers. However, the court made it clear that the company's systems were insufficient to prevent this type of incident.
WorkSafe's investigation found that the likely cause was the ignition of an acetylene air mixture inside the sealed ute tray. The cylinders were unsecured and laid on their sides, against all best practice for compressed gas transport.
It was determined that it would have been reasonably practicable for the company to ensure that cylinders were only transported when secured upright in a well-ventilated vehicle.
This incident shows how essential it is for suppliers to go beyond just handing over cylinders.
In fact, WorkSafe recommends that suppliers consider offering delivery if a customer's vehicle doesn't meet the requirements, and that would have made all the difference here.
So, what are best practices for transporting cylinders? Well, first, cylinders should be always secured upright, never lying flat. Second, the cargo area should be open to the air, or if using a closed vehicle, it must be fitted with a vented gas storage cabinet.
And don't forget loose tools. Unrestrained objects in the same space can cause impact damage to valves or cylinders, increasing risk.
These controls are clearly outlined in AS 4332/2004, the storage and handling of gases in cylinders. That standard is the go-to reference for safe storage, handling and transport of compressed gas cylinders in Australia.
Suppliers should also ensure their staff are trained to check for vehicle suitability and provide clear information to customers on safe transport requirements.
In this case, the court noted that the explosion not only harmed the worker, but also put at risk 7 named individuals and others nearby, including people in nearby vehicles, homes, and at the store itself.
It's a stark reminder that workplace incidents don't just affect workers. They can affect the public and emergency services and the whole community. The key takeaway? Whether you're supplying or transporting gas cylinders, the systems must be airtight.
Ventilation, cylinder orientation, restraint systems, and vehicle suitability checks aren't optional extras. They're life-saving essentials and they're covered in AS 4332.
And if you're a supplier, you have a duty to step in when you see unsafe practices. Refusing to load can prevent catastrophe.
We'll link the full WorkSafe Victoria case summary, AS 4332, and guidance on transporting compressed gases in the show notes.
Thanks for tuning into Chemical Safety at Work. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.
Take care.